Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I have an almost full tutorial of BlackUp Cosmetics, an almost full face tutorial of BlackUp Cosmetics. During the Rouge sale I had picked up some stuff from BlackUp because I hadn't used it in a while and I was just like, hey, why not, let's re-up. So BlackUp is one of those brands that's geared towards women of color, and I feel like a lot of people don't know how to feel about it. Like, if you're black and you know the story of BlackUp, you kind of want to support the brand, but then at the same time, because of the things that happened down, in the past or whatever, you kind of want to stay away from it as well. However, personally speaking, even with all the controversy that's come out in the light in the last, I want to say, year and a half, 2 years, I'm still on the support the brand train, simply because it is so rare to find such very high quality products that are geared towards women of color, particularly black women, that if someone is going to do it and do it right, then I'm gonna, black up all of their complexion problems. I am a medium, a straight medium. Sometimes with some items I can be a light medium, but for the most part in the brand I am a medium, straight up and down, right down the middle. So what I did today was I tried to use everything that I own from BlackUp to do the look that I have going on here. The only thing is that I didn't get a replacement lipstick and I did not get a blush from BlackUp because their blushes. In the Rouge sale I got this brown nudes palette, and then I knew that there were two others because I had seen them on the BlackUp site, and I was waiting for them to drop during the Rouge sale. They did not. So then a couple of weeks later I got the Smokey palette. I ordered their new Strobing primer, which I really like this primer. So I've had all of this stuff for a while and I've been using it for a while. So if you want to see this look that I created, which honestly really wasn't what I was going for. I mostly use the Smokey palette because I don't know, like, some days you're inspired, some days you're not. Today was one of those not days. Like, I really couldn't, I just kept, you'll see in the video, like, I started off one way and then I finished another way because I had planned to use certain colors and it wasn't working. And I think it came out pretty decent, if a little bit darker than what I had planned for. So yeah, just stick around, and when I come back I will let you know about the products and their performance. So yeah, stick around. Okay, so a rundown on the products. This is the BlackUp. I don't remember what this foundation is called. I'm not sure if it was called anything, but in any case, this is the first formulation of what is now the matte foundation. In the old formulation, I am 7. I don't know what shade I would be in the new formulation. I'm gonna assume from reading descriptions online that I would be 10, because 10 is a medium with golden undertones. So I'm gonna assume that I am a 10. This is the translucent powder. Oh, wait, I forgot to say, one of the reasons that this foundation kicks ass is because, honestly, it is possibly the most perfect match I've ever gotten. Like, you can see from my face, my neck is a little bit darker, well, a lot darker than the rest of my body. Don't ask me why. But you can see from my face and my chest, perfect freaking match. And it lasts forever. It looks natural. So this is the only foundation that I have ever finished this much without first throwing it away. Back to the setting, I don't know if I should call this a setting, not a colorless powder. Also, another thing about this powder, people have trouble using this powder. One, because a lot of people assume that it's a translucent powder, so they use a lot of it and it starts to look cakey. It is not a translucent powder. It does have color. It may not have as much color as a loose foundation would, but it still has a decent amount of color. 2, you can't use a lot of this. This thing, a very, very little goes a long way. A lot of people have issue with it because they use too much, so they think it's a terrible powder and that it's cakey, but it's a very finely milled powder, and if you use it and build it, you'll achieve the coverage that you're looking for. Just don't just slap it on all at once. That's just not gonna work. This strobing primer. I guess a demonstration would be better than talking about it. Like, I've used strobing primers before, and I, generally speaking, don't care for them because I find most of them to be very thick. What else? I find them to be very, very thick, and usually they dry kind of tacky in a way that your foundation almost hitches on them. This, it comes out colored, so look, it looks like that, right? It comes out colored, but once you rub it in, it almost disappears completely, right? See that? With my dry ass hands. And all you're left with is a very bronzy looking color. So I like that about it. It does have a slightly perfumey smell, but it goes away because I can't smell it anymore. And it's weird because it is a strobing primer and it does impart a glow. It seems to extend the wear of your foundation, and it helps to blur out imperfections on your skin. I don't know if you can tell from all of this going on right here, but I'm pretty blurred out right now. My skin looks, with the exception of these things that are happening on my skin right now, my skin kind of looks a little bit perfect and even. About these palettes. Let's talk about this first palette here that I got. This is the first one that I got from Sephora, and Sephora really messed up with this one because this one came outside of the box looks like, and then you flip it open. Ooh, you flip it open, and you have a little window here, and then all of the colors right here with the names and stuff, and then you open this right here. Boom, it looks like this. Open it, and I can't really open this one too wide because the shadows are going to fall out. Like, all these 4 are broken. These are the ones that came all broken. This is the first palette. These all came broken. This one fell out. So these are the shades in the nude brown palette, and then at the top right here you have a tiny mirror, which is fine if you're only using it for your eyes. You can't really use it for anything else. Shades over here are matte. First of all, you have the black crease color, which is a serious black, and then you have a couple of transition shade, a pop of color, and then this that could be used as a brown brow bone highlight. These shades right here are all shimmer shades, but they're not, what you see is not what you get. The first shade that I used in this palette was this one right here, and I actually thought that it was a brown because that's what it looks like. It is in fact a pink brown, I don't know if you can see that, but yeah, it is a pink brown rather than a brown. So just something to be aware of, that all of the shimmer shades in that palette are not necessarily what they look like. So let's take a look at the Smokey palette. It has a pretty good range of shades. Over here you have a bunch of bright shades that can be used, you know, as little pops of color in the middle of the lid, or as brow bone highlight colors. You got a couple of transition shades, then you have a few bright pops of color right here. You have a dark shade for crease, a dark crease shade. These two colors are kind of weird because this silver shade right here is like a black and silver, but this gold shade right here is like a black and gold, but it doesn't really show up the gold part of it. So just something to be aware of if you do decide to pick up this Smokey colors. Jesus Christ, these colors are so damn pigmented. They feel a little bit hard and dry, and that's one of the reasons why I don't like swatches, is because you can swatch something and you'll be very disappointed in the way that it swatches, but then you apply it to the lid, because these don't swatch well at all. But then you apply it to the lid and literally color in one stroke, blendability in one stroke. These are so pigmented, they blend so well, they apply so well. But if you run a finger across them, you can hear kind of like a scratching because they're kind of hard and dry sounding. Don't swatch well at all, but they pick up really well on a brush, which is, to me, what's important. BlackUp is just a brand that does not get a lot of love, and I really feel like it should, because everything that I've tried from this brand has been absolutely phenomenal and stunning, and years later I'm still using it. Purchased from them before? Okay, that's probably the one thing that I have a problem with, is BlackUp is a French brand, okay? European companies generally have in comparison to American, European brands usually have pretty shit return policies. Like, if you bought it and it doesn't work for you, too damn bad, it's yours anyway. If you need to figure out what your colors are or whatever, Sephora has decent descriptions of the colors, but the BlackUp website does also have a color finder that you can use, which is really, really freaking accurate. This is how I got this color, and like I said, this color is perfect site for that, to figure out what color you need. But if you know, just buy from Sephora, because they have a better return policy than BlackUp does. BlackUp's return policy is trash. However, if it's your first time buying from the website, you do get a 20% off coupon if you sign up for their newsletter, so you can maybe splurge a little bit, because their products are expensive and they're worth it. You know, they deserve their price point. These two palettes are $53 a piece. The foundation prices haven't changed since I bought them. This foundation is, I want to say, $42 or $43.50. This full coverage foundation, which, by the way, is a bomb. Even though it's too dark for me, I don't care. I still wear it in the summertime, even when it's too dark for me. Say is, girl, I don't know. I think it's $47. I'm not sure. What I should have done was I should have just had my damn receipt here with me, but because I am me, I don't. This is $39. This is the Strobing primer. This is $39. The products are expensive, but are they worth it? Every freaking penny. Yo, I am so all over the place today. I have no idea what's happening. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to say bye-bye. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for dealing with all my ramblings. And as usual, I will see you in the next one. Bye.